Hey everybody, welcome back. Movie review time, where basically we geek out about a movie we just saw, and we just saw The Disaster Artist. And this is going to be our spoiler talk segment. If you want to see our no spoiler review, which is actually kind of our review, there's a link for that in the description below, or something's popping up right about now, and you're going to want to see that. Even if you have seen the movie and you are looking for spoilers, I recommend seeing that. It has a bit more of our review, although it's pretty much just us going, it's great, go see it. So there's the summation for you.
That's a lot of our reviews, actually.
Yeah, but this one more so than usual. Yeah. That's pretty much what our review was. This is great, go see it. But anyways, here's your spoiler. Sorry, we just wanted to show the pretty lights, so I don't know how this looks, but we'll find out. But this is going to be your spoiler warning. If you don't want the spoilers, you want to go on back and then come on back for this when you're ready. Here you go. Spoilers. Yeah, it's over. You're tearing me apart, Mallory. That's not going to get old. Oh, hi, Mark. All right, so where to begin with the spoiler? All right, well, first let's talk about this. There's a post-credit scene.
Oh, yes.
There's an amazing post-credit scene. James Franco as Tommy Wiseau has a scene with Tommy Wiseau as random partygoer, and they have a Tommy off, basically. And it's amazing. And it's further evidence why James Franco deserves at least an Oscar nomination for this performance. Because you're watching him be the guy with the real guy, and it still completely sells. And that and the makeup, all that stuff is just amazing. But that scene was great.
It was to the point of going like, so wait a minute, he's playing himself, and it's Franco playing Tommy, and then he's playing another character?
Yeah, he's playing Tommy as playing another character. She was confused, but yeah, no, that was awesome. So make sure you stay for that, because I'm glad I got to see that. But that was a great scene. Yeah. Another little thing I loved is how we've learned why he named Mark in the movie. After that famous actor, Mark Damon in The Talented Mr. Ripley. I was like, what? That's awesome. I love it's 1998 when they first show up to LA, and they actually drive by the premiere for Shakespeare in Love, and like nobody's at it. And it's this tiny little theater, which is like what it was like, because nobody knew about that movie at the time. Before, it went on, I think it won the Oscars and stuff that year. I know it got really big time. So I thought that was really, really fun. God, do you want to tell them about the cameo? The cameo that's like, what the fuck is this? What, he's in this movie?
Oh, Bryan Cranston?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's in this movie as Bryan Cranston, famous for Malcolm in the Middle.
Who apparently was in a either yoga or Pilates class with Greg's girlfriend,
right?
Amber.
Yeah, Amber, played by I can't think of her name, but she was on Community.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys know who I'm talking about. She was Annie on Community, but she was great. But he was going to get a role because of his awesome beard as a lumberjack on Malcolm in the Middle. And as that scene's happening, I'm freaking out in my head. I'm like, I'm so going home, and I'm going to find that Malcolm in the Middle episode, and I'm going to watch it. And then I realize what's going to happen, which does, and that explains why he shaves the beard in the movie. Tommy well, I guess it was already written, so he didn't actually do it because of that. But then the whole thing when he's like, Tommy, can we move that one more day because tomorrow I can go be in this thing? And Tommy's like, no, we can't do it.
Is this because he just moved out and Tommy did...
Yeah, the jealousy.
It was sort of a weird Sheldon Leonard's thing from Big Bang Theory.
I would get that. Yeah, that's actually a really good reference. Although I kept just thinking about Henry Cavill's Superman mustache gate was what I just kept thinking about. I don't know, that's just making me giggle.
Can't Superman just have a mustache if it looks as good as Henry Cavill's? I mean... Can we all just agree that it's an awesome stash?
Yeah, but Superman doesn't have a mustache. It's not Superman. Anyways, that's a whole other movie. I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was funny.
Be less maintenance for him.
Oh my God. Now the thing I was talking about in the no spoilers that made me gasp as like somebody who, I'm a filmmaker. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I understand the process and all that stuff. When they go to the film, the gear rental, basically, and he's like, no, we don't want to rent, we want to buy. They're like, nobody does that because it's like prohibitively expensive. Like,
can you buy your cameras?
Yeah, but we're not talking about the kind of stuff they're buying. And we're not buying like 20 C-stands, 20 triple risers, 20 double risers, HMIs, Kinos, freaking, like every lamp and light known to man. We're not buying all the sound. Well, I guess I did buy the sound gear. But anyways, point being, I don't run out and buy a $90,000 Airiflex body. You rent one, an RFlex body, excuse me for the pronunciation. But Anyways, that was just one of those geeky moments for me that like it was kind of a silent audience in that moment, and he's like, "We don't want to rent, we want to buy them," like audibly. But that was pretty funny. And then the guys go off and they're like, "We don't do this. Let me try something. We will happily sell you all the gear if you use our studios," which was great. That's how that would go. They would totally take advantage.
So which brings us to the whole thing that really nobody knows where Tommy's money comes from. Apparently he's got a lot of it.
Yeah, bottomless pit, as the banker said. Although I'm thinking, how would the banker shouldn't really know that if he's just cashing a check. But then again, maybe he knows Tommy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Got a cat licking the stand if the camera's shaking. It's okay, Ted.
I have a feeling bankers talk. This is like because
I could see that. You know that crazy vampire dude?
Yeah, because you get certain clientele where they're known to everybody. If you haven't dealt with them personally, your coworkers talk about dealing with them. Mm-hmm. So if they walk in, you're like, "Oh, it's that guy."
Yeah. And that was one of the other things I probably should have mentioned in the no spoiler thing. I could have, but again, James Franco, Tommy Wiseau, they did such a great job. I actually really felt for the guy. Like by the end, when they're doing the premiere, and everybody just starts starting to treat it like a comedy and starts laughing their heads off, and they're all having a blast. But Tommy's sitting there crying.
Yeah.
Like I felt like you just felt his heartbreak, and I felt so bad for it. But it was so sweet to see like Greg kind of pull him around and be like, "Do you think Hitchcock got this kind of reaction?" I'm like, yeah, okay.
And it was kind of funny because earlier at dinner we were talking about how people will put forth theories about movies and whether or not the directors just kind of go, "Yeah, I totally meant to do that."
Yeah, I meant to do that. Yeah.
And here we have this moment of he didn't mean to make a comedy, but
then he gets on stage after. He's like, "Thank you for enjoying the movie, this comedy that I meant to make as a comedy." That was awesome. I'm sorry, the low light is having trouble with the focus, guys. I'm sorry.
I wasn't doing this the first time.
No, I know. Maybe it was. I couldn't see. I'm paying more attention now.
Oh.
But yeah, that was pretty cool because I was talking about the Jordan Peele reading Get Out fan theories, and he had a moment like that in there, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Let's see. One little nitpick for me was, which Franco brother was playing Greg?
Dave. He is here, man. Sorry.
I was going like, at the start of the movie, he's supposed to be 19 years old. I was just like, that's a bit of a rough living 19. Because he smiles and he has like all the smile lines that you should not have when you're that age.
But he's a baby face.
He is not a baby face.
He's a baby face.
I'm a baby face. You're a baby face. Him is not a baby face. Yeah, but not like he does.
Fair enough. But come on, maybe that was just a joke about Tommy saying he was in his 20s too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We found out about Tommy's car wreck, apparently. So we're thinking that may explain some things.
Assuming that story's true.
Yeah.
That he had a car wreck that messed him up real bad.
And I'm pretty sure he said that he had died and they brought him back.
I didn't hear that.
So I mean, maybe I feel like I heard that. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking, well, oxygen deprivation could,
but if he had brain damage, he doesn't have an accident. He just has permanent mush mouth.
Well, I mean, that could be something from that too, because
that's
maybe
what I'm
certain synapses. Oh, I got you. We're on the same page. Got you. But yeah, so that was all fascinating.
And that would explain the accent and and his stunted. I have a feeling this accident happened to him when he was younger, and either stunted his growth, mental growth a bit, or it regressed him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see something like that. Again, excuse you, itty bit. I don't know if you probably couldn't hear that, but we just heard a kitty sneeze. But yeah, I mean, that stuff. So all that stuff was fascinating. If you read the book, it's probably in the book because this is based on the book that was written by the guy who played Greg, who had a nice cameo in the audience. So that was cool.
If there's an audiobook.
I don't know. If I had an affiliate link, I'd launch into an Audible thing, but I've never set one of those up. But yeah, so all that stuff was really good. What are some other great things in there? There is two things. The bully character from The Room that, I guess the drug dealer or whatever.
Drug dealer, yes.
That goes after Denny with the gun, It's like, where's my money, Denny? Where's my money, Denny? It was intense, and they were all like freaking out about how intense he was. And then at the premiere, I didn't even realize it in the moment, but at the premiere, apparently it was Zac Efron And I was like, wait, what?
And one of the other guys there was going, oh, I didn't recognize you without like the beanie and the beard.
Yeah, and then I'm still not entirely convinced if he was actually playing that character or if they just literally had somebody else play him and then had Zac Efron show up at the premiere part and say that. I don't know. That was awesome,
though. He
had
his head down a lot.
Yeah.
And he was pretty kinetic, so he didn't really stand still a lot. So it might have been easy to overlook that.
But I still thought that was really, really cool. That they got him in there too. They kind of have the whole Neighbors crew basically. Seth Rogen was great. Paul Scheer?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, he was great as the DP. The love scene, oh my God, the whole behind the scenes, the love scene. Oh my God, yeah, with Dave Franco and just walking around, or James Franco walking around with nothing on but his cocksock, for lack of a better word. I know there's a term for it, but I could not think of it.
It's not American.
No, it's not American. Neither is it American. Nope. But that was pretty great. It's like, the movie will sell if I show my butt. It will not sell if I don't show my butt.
He's actually got a pretty nice ass.
I was gonna say that's one flaw in the movie. James Franco, they did not make up his butt to look as horrible as Tommy's butt. Again, the room is still really fresh in my brain, so.
I must have blocked that out. I know that happened.
No, it's in my, I'm not going to spoil it here, but it's in my solo drunken movie night watch. I had to censor it in the video, but my reaction to Tommy's butt is in that video. So there's that. Yeah, they did a really great job, like, casting a lot of these characters, too. They didn't necessarily go for perfect spot on with everybody in terms of looks, but they got the performances right. To the point, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie, is at the end of the movie, they literally take scenes from the room and scenes that they didn't even use in this movie of them recreating scenes from the room and play them side by side. And I'm just thinking, that was awesome, and how spot on they had some of that stuff.
Oh, God, especially the florist scene.
Oh, the florist scene, yeah, the whole, oh God, yeah, that was great. And I just walked out, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing a shot-for-shot remake of The Room with this cast doing it. Like, make the exact same movie, but I just want to see, like, their version of it.
Yeah,
I would watch that.
One of the things I'm kind of surprised I didn't see in the movie was, like, nobody suggesting, it's like, can we just rewrite this dialogue just a little bit?
No, they had some moments. Like, remember the famous scene when Greg is telling the story about, I knew this one girl and she was cheating with so many guys, and one of them found out and he, like, about beat her to death.
Well, he was asking for a different
Tommy's,
reaction.
Ha, ha, ha. But that's kind of the same thing. That's kind of like a line reading in a sense, But I thought that was funny, and then I thought that was so cool. It was so realistic that they did 2 or 3 takes, and Tommy kept doing a laugh at that not joke, to where the DP's like, he's never gonna change it. Let's just call this one and move on and finish the day. I was like, at that point in a production, day 52 out of 40 or whatever it was.
It's just like, as long as those checks keep on cashing.
Yeah, I think that's why he kept most of that crew, because all those people were ready to walk off. But it's like, well, these checks keep going. All right, let's keep making that money. And that's one thing they didn't address, and I was a little, again, going back to the drug dealer scene with Denny. In this movie, they showed them shooting it in the alleyway set when it's actually on the rooftop. And they even show that later in the movie, that it's actually on the rooftop. And I was thinking we were going to get a story reason as to why that got reshot or something, but they didn't do it. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Well, there's a lot of days of filming to cram in there.
Yeah. I wonder if the DVD Blu-ray for this ought to be pretty interesting with a bunch of deleted scenes and stuff.
He did say something about rewriting some scenes.
Yeah, towards the end.
Because
that's when he wanted to get Greg back out to, or whatever. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, back out to San Francisco. But all that stuff was cool, too, about, like, you want to move in and all that. Just all that kind of stuff was neat. And then when the girlfriend wanted to move in with Greg, and Tommy's like, I'm sorry, my apartment can't handle 3 people. They're like, that's not what we meant. Although I'm sitting there thinking, Greg, you knew this was going to be an issue for Tommy. And even if you didn't, once you found out it was an issue for Tommy, you guys can't be like, hey, you know what? We waited this long to move in with each other. I can wait 2 more weeks before we move in, so we don't fuck with the director, actor, writer, producer of this movie's mentality any further. But I guess, it's the nature. It's like The Room teaches you is, human nature. It's weird. It's unexpected. She got beat to death. I'm referencing that. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I know there's so many other little things. I did the Shakespeare in Love thing. We did the thing there. I like the acting scene, the first time they were scene partners, and made them do the scene in front of the whole audience in a diner that wasn't wanting it.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. Oh, and I never realized the whole James Dean thing. I thought that was... Oh, the pinky swearing. That was great, too, the pinky swearing. and the whole James Dean thing and the "You're Tearing Me Apart," I did not realize that came from Rebel Without a Cause because I'd never actually seen that movie. But I thought, oh, that's interesting, cool.
The pinky swear thing is actually very, very sweet.
There's a lot of this movie I thought was very, very sweet. You know, you think it's going to be one of those movies where they're just going to rip into everybody and make fun of the whole process. It's not at all. It's like very realistic and it's even touching in places. Like I said, my heart broke for Tommy at the premiere.
Yeah, and like if you, and I said this in the other video, is that they didn't write this for, you know, they didn't have to write in any jokes or anything. The situation was so absurd. Was that
the jokes were just there?
The jokes were just there. I mean, you just did it as it happened, and you know, there may have been a few things tweaked, you know, and amped up or whatever, because you know it's based on a true story. But still, even so, I don't think they had to change a whole lot.
No, and I got to admit, I'm kind of jealous of Tommy Wiseau's style. I don't know, those belts and all the keys hanging and all that stuff. It's kind of Corey Feldman-ish, but like cooler than Corey Feldman rocks it. Because Corey kind of rocks it, but like Tommy really rocks it.
Because you're starting to go like, oh my god, do all of those keys actually go to something?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they did. I'm betting he owned that whole apartment building or whatever. Because again, so much of the room is actually real or whatever. So, you know. But that was really cool. Oh, and the one other thing I did want to hit before I forget about it is this was very relatable to me. Showing up at the premiere, and in his limo, he had boxes and boxes and boxes of merchandise ready to go. And I'm just thinking, yeah, I've been there. I've been the guy that has like 100 times more merchandise than you're ever going to sell at a premiere. So I still got a couple hundred Zeppo shirts if anybody's looking.
Yeah, just shoot him a message.
And I will mail them to you eventually. But anyways, on that note, I don't know if I got anything else. There's probably other things I'm not thinking about, but loved the movie. If you didn't see our review, go see it, go see it, go see it. Great job, Sven Gerlin. I hope you win an Oscar, or at least get nominated as well, Bo. I was trying to say bud and bro at the same time. That just came out weird. I'm not in North Carolina. Yeah, Bo, go do it, Bo. All right, Bo. Anyways, hey, I lived there. I can say that. It's my word. Oh, God.
And on that note...
Comment away. Let me hear what you guys have to say. Comment away. What was your favorite part about this movie? What's your favorite part about The Room? Did you like this? Does this make you like The Room more? All that. This is our spoiler video. You can spoil away. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Definitely check out my solo drunken movie night of me watching The Room for the first time. I might actually
watch this one.
It's an experience. It's pretty cool. I had a good time with it. Yeah, because she doesn't care about anything I do, quite honestly. I'm not her cup of tea. But it's true. You know it. But yeah, so do all that, comment away, check that out.
I can watch a lot of your stuff because I'm already in it.
I'm talking everything in general. Music, art videos, all that kind of stuff. Anyways.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have a little conversation after.
It's true though, it's true. All right, anyways, you guys can click that thumbs up button and give us a good old thumb of encouragement. We do love to be encouraged. And I guess I'm gonna get out of here and get a talking to. We'll see some more movies. We'll talk to you all later. We'll see you.
You're tearing me apart, Eric!
Later.